Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday night. What does that mean to you? It means there's nobody else on, so you're fucking here. Welcome to the fucking show. We are Destiny Unfiltered. I am still Man-at-Arms. I have no joke this week because reasons. With me, as always, is where is he on? He's
right below you.
Fork Knife Spoon, aka Ryan, or is it Ryan, aka Fork Knife Spoon?
Whatever.
Fuck it. Bygones. This is neither here nor there. I have a new light. I'm very white, apparently. With us tonight, this is going to be a little different. So we have the what's the word I'm looking for? The mods is fine. Mm-hmm. The brain trust behind Reddit DestinyCreations. We have BennyR.
What's up?
And Kara, I don't know what they call you. Kara. You are Kara now.
KaraLee. No, it's KaraLee.
Like
Kara, whatever.
Like Sarah Lee, but KaraLee. Okay.
Yes, thank you. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, you know, the cookie company.
I probably should have cleared up the pronunciation of your name way before we went live, but that would have been professional, and this is not what I do.
We don't do professional.
How is everyone doing?
I'm doing pretty good, you know.
You look fabulous. You all look fabulous.
Thanks.
Thank you for being here. Well, Brian, where should we begin? I mean,
well, I'm kind of always ladies first, so why don't we throw a couple of questions they can both answer, and we'll just ask them to do it one at a time. Tell us what it is you do.
Just in general? Okay.
Well,
let's if we need to narrow it down, in the Destiny community.
Okay. In the Destiny community, I do. I co-own and co-host the website whereiszer.com and
we got questions.
And Zer Watch, which every Friday we look for Zer and tell people where he is live. And also I help run DestinyCreations. So. And I shitpost on Twitter. What else do I do? Hunter,
this is how we know each other.
Yeah, I'm a Hunter main, by the way. So.
Yeah, he quit.
This is fine.
Yes, Benny, go.
Yes, Benny, tell us the story of Benny.
Okay.
What are your hopes, dreams, your aspirations?
My life goals. So, I for a long time in the Destiny community, I've done a lot of concept posting where I try to make stuff look like in-game assets. A lot of exotic concepts. Like I did a series with Cactus HD. It was the exotic concept series, and then after that. One of the other big projects was My Name is Bife. It was the tab that they added all the lore to, you know, that in game for Forsaken. We did and worked on the concept video for what that tab looked like, and then Bungie ended up making it, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, I'm the one who created r/DestinyCreations, but it was kind of based off her idea, I was like, I read a tweet and I was like, yeah, I gotta make it.
Yeah. I was,
Well,
I think
okay.
I was like for a week after, I think it was Gamma Trap who first really wrote
You
about.
started complaining about some of the stuff that was going on in
Yeah, and
Destiny
I kept
game.
replying. I kept replying to everybody's tweets. I'm like, our Destiny Creations, someone's got to make it, guys. Let's just have a place where people can post whatever they want. And I finally kept it in. Of course, I didn't want to do it because I tried it's funny because earlier that morning I went on and I was like, uh, yeah, I was like, oh, like went to the okay create new subreddit and I've looked at it, it's like all of these options and I'm like too many. I'm like nope, whatever. And then I got tagged in a tweet that was like, hey, I made it, and I was like, yes. Somebody else did it.
Well, okay, so that begs the question, which, like I was mentioned before, Ryan and I have our own personal opinions about sharing content on Destiny Reddit, but from your perspective, why? Well, first of all, explain to the people. Oh, I forgot to do my normal. Tell the people. Tell the people exactly what it is and what its purpose is, because a lot of people don't know yet.
Do I want to do this part? Are we going back and forth?
Whatever, doesn't matter.
Benny, you jump in wherever you want to,
Yeah.
brother.
Okay, so basically, the purpose that r/Destiny Creations serves is a place where people can post art, videos, 3D models, all the animations, like all of the content that's based around Destiny that is supposed to be like fan based, or it's supposed to be something that is created by someone in the community. It's not all content, there's some things that like I wouldn't say are specific. Like not like the general discussion of like r/Destiny the game, kind of more not really game stuff, but more about what people actually want to make based off of the game.
Yeah.
So, what are your rules in there about ownership of the content then? Is it free for anybody to grab and use? Is it owned by the submitter? How do you guys handle that? Or has that even become an issue? Like if somebody goes, oh, I see that, then is it a collaboration type of situation? Or just have you guys even run into that issue?
We haven't run into that issue. In the submission guidelines, we recommend that people watermark their art so that, or make sure to label it so that it can't get stolen per se.
Mm-hmm.
And also, people are supposed to either post their own content, or if they're posting somebody else, excuse me, if they're posting someone else's content, like you gotta credit where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So we, as with, I guess, any other sub or whatever, we, can't control what other people do. Like, as if you post something on Instagram or if you post something on Twitter, like, you can't really control what other people do with that. So it's really up to, I guess, the poster on, like, that's why we suggest watermark your art. That's what I would do. And I don't think it's like a bad thing that to somebody like puts their name on there. So
And another
Well,
thing we
go ahead.
do is, oh, sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
Another thing we do that I've been doing is when someone posts a piece of work on there, I try to track between their account on Reddit and then like an account on another social media like Twitter or something, match the user, and then I can approve them on the actual in like a Reddit list of people. So we basically in the mod space we have a list of people that are like approved users, people who have like this is their stuff. I've been able to connect it, improve it, and generally it's been going pretty good.
Sounds like work.
Oh, I
it's not.
can't
I mean,
imagine.
it's not. I mean, we really. I don't know. We kind of let it just run itself. There's a lot of there's good amount of posting. I'd say it's a healthy amount. I mean, it's not super big or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's a healthy amount of upvoting. Not a lot of commenting, but people aren't really. I don't think people are there to go and discuss the finer purposes of the art pieces. Like they go, they look, and they appreciate, and that's it. They move on to the next one. So.
Well, me and Gamma aren't very close friends. We don't talk very often, but I know his struggle trying to share stuff through Reddit. Like I should say on the Destiny Reddit.
Yeah.
To be more specific, I've had my own unique experiences over time.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's really like when I haven't done it in such a long time, but when you share, like, I make videos, when you share a video on the subreddit, it was literally like throwing dice, because it could get 50,000 views in 12 hours, or could be instantly shat on and downvoted in like 30 seconds, just because they're pricks that go through there and go downvote. It's like, there's no way you could have possibly fucking watched this at this point.
Yeah. And our DTG is a scary fucking place, dudes.
It's the saltiest of salt.
And there was that there is still. I mean, they have modified it in a positive way. The whole 9-1, rule that they have, where for every one self-promoting art piece or content piece that you post that's about you, that you made, you have to have 9 other comments or posts. And with the state of how salty and volatile the people who frequent Reddit and post on that sub are, like, I can understand why people wouldn't want to like comment and interact with others there. It's like you want to post something pretty, and you want to post something exciting that you made for the love of the community, and it's like you can't. And so that's why we thought, okay, hey, there's a need for the community to have a place where people can share what they made because of their love of the game.
No, which is the primary reason I wanted you guys to come on, because more people need to know about it, because it's weird, because I've done better than most on Reddit as far as like sharing content, but I've had good friends of mine been like, dude, I don't know how your shit doesn't get taken down, because they did follow all the rules, do all the steps, everything, and then post something, and it's just automatically shit can.
It's like,
and my shit's way more fucking out there than theirs. They're just like, how?
Do you
it's
post
like,
frequently? That's how.
That's going back in time when I was a young man. That's how I started out. I just used to hang on the forums and Reddit and savagely attack everyone. But that's the past. I try not to dwell on this anymore.
So we shouldn't dig into your Reddit history.
No.
It'd be a lot of drunken late night texts, kind of like the ex-girlfriends, probably.
My Reddit history is a hell of a lot better than my D1 Bungie forum history. Let's just leave it at that.
God.
He's still.
I was that dude.
He's still blacklisted from Movie of the Week because of his forum posts.
No, this is not true. These are all lies.
Oh.
It's that whole lack of ability thing.
I think the forums are worse than actually r/Destiny the game, because the forums on their site are just like, it's like what's on DTG, but like times 10. It's even saltier than salt. It's like the purest salt a lot of the time.
Do you guys remember when they enacted the rule change for the forums that you had to like have a Bungie Net profile?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you actually had
to own the game in order to like interact with a majority of like the places that people are talking about the game, because
which
You
was a
know,
reasonable move.
It was
It makes
reasonable.
sense, but for some reason, like everybody freaked
It
out. Like,
triggered a lot of people for some reason. Like,
like it.
I don't play the game, but I want to complain about the game on this
Exactly.
forum.
Yeah, I'm like.
Okay, so true confession time.
Were you?
he was one of the guys that was complaining about the.
No. Well, you gotta remember, prior to Destiny, Bungie had a forum for Halo,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
Halo.
PvP, like.
Oh no, this was so much. It was its own living, breathing organism because the more you posted on the Bungie forum, you actually got a rank.
Hmm.
So you had a rank as a poster, which gave you some kind of a clout. I can't explain it because we're going back many, many years. But it was like, you know,
It's
you
the
were
beginning of internet stuff. I get it. Yeah.
oh no, it was almost like Scientology. It was just like, fuck you, I'm a level 15 Thetan, motherfuckers. Bring it. I will
Wait.
trash talk you to death.
We're allowed to talk
Well, we're
about.
still around. I mean,
We can talk about
It was
Scientology, but I
savage.
catch shit for bringing
No.
up flat Earth.
fuck off.
Wait.
Do
Go
people
ahead,
think
ask the
it's
question.
flat?
It's fine.
Are one of you guys a flat earther?
No.
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 I
Are
ma-
people getting
not-
mad that you're talking crap about flat earthers?
I make fun of him every week, and he gets.
I'm not even fucking having the conversation.
Oh, okay, so it's more of like a
It's a
joke
it's
that's been overdone.
I'm not. No, we've never done the joke because I'm not even having the conversation. That's fucking.
I try to
They'll reach the edge someday.
I try to work in Elon Musk taking a picture of the car that he shot into space every week, and then modifying it with the flat Earth, you know, in the rearview mirror. I try to work it in every week.
Moving on.
Okay.
Oh, way to fucking just derail my entire brain. I don't even remember what the fuck we're talking about now. This is fine.
All right, let's
Goddamn.
jump over here.
Oh, back. I don't know. Anyway.
And
Oh well, no. Okay. Well. Oh no. Okay.
There-
So anyway, in the Bungie forums, it's kind of weird. I don't post hardly anything anymore, but I had a lot of love, so to speak, and support when I posted. But people get to know who you are, and it's like your name. There's some people who've gone to the Bungie summit, and all they do is post on the Bungie forum because they've been doing it for so long and write article-sized post. So it can get rather cliquish to where it's like me, I just always, you know, when I reformed, I was like, oh, I'll just get along with everybody. I was well liked. But like if I posted something and somebody came and flamed my post, other people on the Bungie forum would savagely attack them like piranha. They're like, you don't even know who the fuck who the fuck are you? And it's a war zone. It's
what you're
fine,
saying
but-
is if I want to get popular, I should just go start shit posting on the Bungie forums?
If you
I
want,
mean, it worked for me.
if you want to be popular in the Destiny community, you have to be an asshole. That's rule number one.
My favorite
Yeah.
series is
About it,
completely and totally fabricated lore posts that are just based on enough real data to make it plausible.
Oh,
And I just released that into the wild and watched the show with you. See how this goes. And they're all 100% made up. But that was my favorite fucking thing to do. Because the lore community is like as savage as the PvP community when it comes about certain things. The lore community will turn on you quickly and with fucking impunity.
And the other side of that is too, there's a lot of smart motherfuckers, so they come at you hard, and you don't even know what they're doing to you.
But okay, well, let's learn more.
So we had half of this
Oh,
question
go ahead,
answered. We only know what one of you two play as a main, so
Benny.
Oh yeah, I'm in Warlock, but I've been working on my other characters.
this is where Rick hangs up on us again.
This is fine.
Listen.
It's fine.
At least I haven't made my opinions about Titans.
Oh no, now we have to hear this.
Feel free. It's
You mentioned
fine.
it now.
I don't like Titans. With their stupid shoulder charging and one-eyed masks and they're slide pump shotguns in PvP,
And you think warlocks don't do that?
and I keep getting killed all the time. They don't have a one-eyed mask though.
Yeah,
Bungie
I
hates
think that's
hunters.
the
Listen,
problem.
you know what? Listen. Bungie decided to nerf the Wormhusk crown, and then they decided to drop an exotic for Titans that was like 20 times better pre-nerf Wormhusk crown, and I just got really salty. So
You look
I'm
at this
like,
person, they get bonus damage. Like, you get to kill them quicker. How's that? That's not good.
I'm like, how does that make sense? How is that balanced that you, like...
Well, she used the word balanced in reference to Destiny.
I just wish they made it work only in PvE. Sometimes they have that capability to make it only work in like an activity.
It was amazing in PvE before they nerfed it, but I mean that shit it really needed to get nerfed because it was silly. It was fucking silly.
Like, trust me, I don't like nerfs. So if you heard me raging in PvP against Titans, and then the people who play Titans always have this attitude.
Have you ever read the lore tab on the Sentinel Titan?
No.
So the whole thing about the Sentinel Titan is talking about he's the protector of everything else.
Is this one of those fake lore things that you were talking about a minute ago?
No, this is actually in the game. Like you can go and click on it and hit the lore tab. But the last line is talking about how when you're attacking the city and other guardians, that the Sentinel Titan is a wall, and walls don't care. So there you go. Whatever.
Totally fair.
You can put a smiley face on it all you want, but it doesn't really care about your feelings.
It's fine. It's fine. I was playing.
Don't care.
I was playing my Titan the other day. I was giving her some love. She's my least played character out of all of them. I just finished unlocking. I still have to unlock my Actually, no. Now all three of them. I just finished unlocking my third subclass, like 2 days ago.
Oh, nice. I have a true confession to our listeners and our watchers and the world in general, and because I'll try to be transparent with everything. I had to make a warlock last night.
Well,
because I needed footage of a warlock. So I have a level 1 warlock now.
You're a level 1.
ooh.
Only because First Light isn't available?
I'm perfectly fine with him being level 1 for all of fucking eternity. It's fine.
Until you delete
when
them?
When that comes out, I will delete one of my characters. I'll move all their gear to the tower, but I'll delete that character. And if they allow me to keep the Kavastov, if they allow it, I want it.
What?
I want it so bad. The Destiny 1 gun that you get during the tutorial.
Oh yeah, for the if you get the Kavastov for the new free to play.
Mm-hmm. If they make, even if it's white, I don't care. I want it. It's so good.
I read something that it is in the database, but that could
really?
be wild outlandish. Yeah, that could be wild outlandish fucking data
I'm
mining.
just worried that they're gonna make it like the last word, where it's like an in-game item of the mission, but then once you leave, it's gone, unless you've actually earned it.
I'd like to point out that API and data mining are two very different things.
Titan, no understanding of technology. This is fine.
Data mining is actually like going into the game files and picking apart stuff. API is they can redact information in the API if they want it to.
Right.
Like there's enough of a relationship.
It felt like this got dirty.
What just
I had to
Here, let me show you this real quick.
I need whiskey. This is fine.
Okay, cheer. Are we doing a cheers?
I got an empty club soda can because I forgot to get booze, but it's probably better for everyone that way, especially the audience. Yeah. No, I mean the accuracy of my statement was prefaced when I said I was reading. It's all downhill from there.
I have those people who you probably were reading muted on Twitter.
Wow. Okay.
I've got a lot of people blocked on Twitter, but that's a whole conversation.
I have one person.
I had a few people, and then I unblocked a few others when I realized I was overreacting.
I have Google blocked on Twitter.
You won't get me.
You realize that won't make ads go away, right?
No, I just won't get any more ads from Google. Like, if you're a politician or a company and I'm like not into you, I'm just like, oh, look, life insurance block. I've blocked Walmart. I've blocked here. I'll pull it up. Let's find out.
That's a great idea. Just block a bunch of. Does that mean you won't get ads from that? Whoever you. Block?
Yeah, you don't get their ads, and then they start going to the basement for the ads, and you should see some of the stuff that's waiting down there.
Oh, I'm excited.
Is it like those Fortnite ads on YouTube where
No,
it's like
it's like sex toys and really weird, fun stuff.
Wait, you do realize that ads that they pick are based upon like.
There's some like social engineering with the
This
ads.
is my block list.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Still going. And we're still going. We're still going.
It's like the
We're still
Energizer
going.
Bunny. Holy shit!
Oh
this
my
is,
god.
This is like, you know, in Austin Powers when he's peeing.
Oh, it keeps.
Yes.
After he gets unfrozen and he's just like, and then it's more, and then it's
Yeah.
more.
I'll give you a few highlights because I don't discriminate about who gets to a block. Okay, so we have Red Lobster, Poland Springs water, Audi.
I like
I can afford one of those. Amazon Prime. Fuck 'em. Lexus, ESPN, many politicians we will not mention. 90s WWE. Why is that even a thing? I have no idea. Anything else funny? IBM. Fuck them too.
What does IBM even do now?
I have no idea because I have them blocked.
I don't think they make computers or anything anymore.
Oh shit. Okay, so well, let's ask about the Destiny. How is did everyone play games this week?
I played a little
You,
bit.
Ryan?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
stuck.
okay. We can actually have a conversation.
Stuck in the menagerie. But I want to know something first. You guys do one of you does the "Where is Zur" thing.
That's me.
How do you fuckers go about finding him on day of release? Do you have a bunch of people out searching, or do you just literally go to one planet and then the next one and then the next one, and you know kind of where he stops off and you check?
So originally, when I first, I've been doing Zerwatch as it is for about a year now.
Okay.
And as it started, so I'd been embedded on originally my personal channel was embedded on whereiszer.com, and then we made our own channel. Me and four other people would go and we would stand at each of the places that he would spawn and call out where he was, and then wherever he was, then I would fast travel to that spot and read it out, and that's it.
Okay.
And now it's gotten to be like this big community thing, so we don't really need to worry about having a full like group of people, one of everybody's, at the places. So now I'm like, me and Bennett we'll pick a place we think it is, and then we'll be like, all right, it's there, or no, he's not, and the community will typically, like, all of a sudden you will see, oh, he's at the tower, or he's on IO. So then we'll go run over it.
So it's not.
He's not. Go ahead.
It's not a race to see who can get the information first. Then.
No, there's like no prizes or anything. I mean, it's more of a team community effort,
There should be prizes.
Well, there is a prize if you are the person operating the websites. That means you get the clicks, the YouTube videos, you get more views and hits depending on if that's what you're looking for.
Right, and I mean, but we're there because that's what people search for, and we're just. I mean, I'm not it's not something that we do for
You're not building your profile anymore with it.
No, because I mean, I know it's there. Like, people come to, like, it's been built. People who go to it. Like, I would love if everybody wanted to use where it's com. Like, that'd be awesome. But you know, the ad revenue we get covers our basic our basic costs, hosting and whatnot, and so it's all self-contained, really.
I have actually used this many times.
Right.
Not recently, but you know.
I mean, it's really, and it's honestly, it's very fascinating to sort of we get kind of this different view on how interested people are in the game via the metrics that we get on the website. So when things are not really like hopping, right before Forsaken came out, it was, metrics on the website were pretty low. And then once Forsaken came out, there was like huge jump up, and then it starts tapering off, and then for the seasons that come up, like, we get these little peaks. So,
Do you get bumps at all for when there's like a really good roll, like exotic too?
No, because that's more something that people by that point, if somebody knows what the role is, then they already kind of know where he is. So.
They've watched the video from Houndish.
Probably.
So,
oh, that role's really good, so I should go get it. At that point, they're not like, oh, where is he? So.
Saw an interesting statistic today that Destiny is now back above 1 million players daily.
Yep.
So, which is interesting to see the bump they took after the latest release.
Good. Opulence is great. I'm seeing a bunch of people that I haven't seen play it in, ever, coming and starting the game, and it's really fun. People who like swore off playing are now either coming back to the game or.
I'm honestly surprised I'm still playing Menagerie.
I love it so much. It's like a longer.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, but I could totally see it going the way of Gambit, like interesting for 2 weeks and then okay, been there, done that. Yeah. And yet it hasn't, even though it's really, I mean, at the basic, even though the enemy switch or whatever, it's still, at the base, it's still the same thing.
Well, I mean, like, not every... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's people, the community has been asking for a match-made raid, and I think that this is
basically
the closest we're gonna get, because I think it's brilliant that there is no win or lose per se. It's just you keep going until you're done.
Yeah, you can technically lose one of the rounds, but you'll keep going until you make enough progress on the bar. And you can also like get over the progress if you beat the challenge. So you can actually get through it quicker.
Yeah.
All right, so but now the segues into the question: has anybody found anything cool yet? In the Menagerie. Unless you like grind yourself to death, like there's people who have unlocked everything and have everything, but those people have been playing.
Not really. I mean, I know what the loot. I mean, it's D1 loot remastered with like the gold and gems and all that, but I haven't gotten really a good rolled item yet. What's funny is it's actually been the items that I do get that are cool, I end up dismantling because I want to get the shaders that drop on them, because it's the only way you get them in your collection. I'm still trying to get the Vanguard Armory shader, the one that's like white and orange and stuff, but I have to wait for a weapon to drop with it, and I think it's only on the Season of Opulence gear, not the other gear. So you have to have the right runes in.
I got one yesterday. It's something gilt, like GILT, and it's like black and gray, but in like random like bronze color thrown in. I'm like, oh yeah, this is metal. I'm gonna work this into an outfit at some point, because this is just goth as fuck.
So, just out of curiosity, where do you guys play at? What systems, or PC, or what do you guys play on?
Oh, PC.
PS4, but I do have a PC account.
Wow, Rick stands alone again.
I used to have a PS4, but I don't play it anymore. I will come back a little bit when
Ain't no Lord of Wolves on the fun box, motherfucker.
Oh God, I've heard it's like I've seen gameplay. It's a monster now.
Oh, you
How
said
did their change make it a monster?
I mean, it's no more a mon. I mean, the people who can make it work can make other weapons work. So
Yeah.
I really don't like it. It's no worse than like PvP is no worse. The only weapon I think that has ever been truly broken in PvP was the Prometheus lens when it first dropped.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it did.
And laser tag weekend.
Laser tag, bitches.
Okay, every other gun, yeah, it's like, you know, maybe a little overpowered, but mostly the people who are using it are really good. Like, trust me, I suck and I can't make half of these weapons work. So clearly it's not that overpowered, or else even scrubs wouldn't be able to do it. All right.
so.
Remember when trace rifles used to be like the raid like weapon for DPS, like during like the first.
Oh, yeah.
I just see them as auto rifles with a different animation, really, because it's kind of what they are. But like, it's funny how they did so much damage, like with Cold Heart specifically.
Yeah.
I still like them. They actually do good damage still, but I don't know. It seems like they kind of died off because they haven't made any like legendary variants that are just have random molds.
It's a dad weapon. I'm just kidding.
Would it get fusion rifle perks or would it get auto rifle perks?
It's auto rifle.
Yeah.
No, it's auto rifle.
It's a trace auto rifle, just like fusion rifle has linear fusion rifle.
True.
I thought about this a while back, and I don't think it does any less damage. I think when you go back in time, it was all relative to what we had to use.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, this is awesome, and now we're like, this is shit.
Yeah.
Because
You got Whisper, man.
The Whisper getting nerfed.
It got turned back into what it used to be. It's so bullcrap.
You know what I used Whisper for? I used it for the fucking spider tank in the forges, like the last forge.
Mm-hmm.
And have never used it ever again. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this.
You can just wear Lunification boots or like any of those other armor.
I didn't use it in D1. It's just.
Well, and you know the thing is that with the first nerf that they had done to Whisper, I felt did it okay because if you're not a really good player, like me, you're gonna miss every few shots. You miss hitting the crit, and you're not going to get your weapon back. So I would often, like in Scourge, where you had to use Whisper, I'd often run out of heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought it was perfectly fine, and then they nerfed it again, and I'm like, damn it, now I can't even use it, because I'm going to really run out of heavy.
It's just, they changed it back to what it was. Now it's back to Black Spindle. It's no longer at Black Hammer level anymore.
I don't know that we're prepared for a weapon a weapon discussion. This is the first time this has happened.
Oh, I know. There are just some things that I actually like get frustrated about, and that's just like the one nerf that I didn't like.
On a lighter,
I do like weapon discussion though.
On a lighter note, KaraLee, what are you sipping on? Somebody in Twitter or
yeah, I saw that. Okay,
this is coconut water. No.
Nope. This is watermelon zinger iced tea that I made, and this is box wine.
Oh.
Classy. Oh,
I'm just drinking orange
I'm drinking out of the box.
That is amazing. I love your face.
Oh shit.
I honestly, up until I got Truth, I don't know, 2 days ago, I was still using Sins of the Past for everything.
Really?
Why fuck with the classics?
Oh, you know what? Please tell me you paired your Sins of the Past with a Better Devil's Uriel's Gift.
I'm using a Better Devils right now. It's probably on my character. I mean, in all honesty, it's like if I do any PvE stuff, I have one Better Devils I really, really love, and it works for me.
I was reading something about a good, better Devils roll, but I suck at rolls, so.
Are you having trouble with that mic, or are you just really in love with it?
This? Oh no, I think it's more of like a compulsion, right? Of like adjusting it.
See, I can't do that with mine. If I touch this, it's gonna fall right in my lap.
Oh, you know what would be funny if you made the mic like look like an animal or something, and it's like I just wanna cuddle with my cat mic or my dog mic, you know? It's just like it's a little fun
She's
trick,
like,
you know?
she's like, I got that
She's getting
pre-planned.
props. She's getting props. Hold on.
It can't be any worse than the last guy that got props on our show.
What happened on the last? What kind of props?
It's fine.
We'll have that discussion after the show.
Okay.
Really don't like calling out former guests.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
See, but
The
it's for the ASMR that I did at one point. It's like earmuffs, you know, it's the,
Oh.
you know,
Oh, we need to hang out more.
yes. Well, Benny, have you been doing the same thing? You dipping your toe in menagerie, or
Yeah.
what is your
I've
jam?
I've been well, I mean, I like to do the forge. I'm not a PvP guy, but I do like to play PvP sometimes, and I'm not bad at it either. Like I can get above a 1.0 KD a lot of the time, but it's kind of after like doing at least like 3 or 4 matches, it kind of stresses me out a little bit sometimes. I have been liking Menagerie though.
Here, let me ask you that: is it because once you get past those few matches, there's really no reason to keep playing because you got no chance for powerful loot. There's nothing to really get from a random drop.
Well, one of the issues I've been having is they haven't really updated the. It was actually a post that I did recently talking about, oh, hey, they should really update some of the other playlists loot like Crucible and like Strikes and stuff. Because they
Yes.
didn't add any new loot. Even if it's reskin loot from D1, they just need to bring in some new stuff. Because having only the Forsaken gear to really go after is just kind of annoying.
well,
Because, like,
the Menagerie has its own set, and then
yeah,
there's a new Iron Banner set, and isn't there a new? I assume there's a new Crucible Vanguard.
so this is my issue with that. So they'll make new gear, but they'll only make it for the activity that's like the focus of that season. So like when Gambit was the focus, they made a whole bunch of new Gambit gear, and you can only get that gear in really Gambit and the other like activity where you're doing like in the Trials of the Nine area or whatever. Same thing with the last one. It was focused on the gear was focused on the forges, but I guess I like the forges a little bit more since it's kind of like it reminds me of Prison of Elders a little bit. It's kind of like simpler. Like you do 3 rounds, then you fight the boss, and then you're done, which is it's pretty easy. And now it's the Menagerie, which is kind of like this like pseudo raid activity, and you get the gear in there. And oh, it's D1 gear that's been updated. Like the Hunter set is a full set of. I think the set's already actually in the game as like the legendary. Like but they updated it to have like the runes and all the emeralds and stuff. Titan has the Jovian set from D1, and then the Warlock. I don't know what the Warlock. It's all the pieces on the Warlock are completely different, like armor sets. Like the Snake helmet is the PS exclusive Taken King. The chest piece is the vanilla Iron Banner armor. The arms and the legs, those are House of Wolves armor. I don't know if it was the Crucible or the Vanguard, but it's one of the two. And then the Bond is the vanilla PS exclusive armor that they brought back as chroma gear later on during like I think it was SRL or it was like the last event in Rise of Iron. Like, you know.
Jesus Christ, he remembers the timeline.
I'm sorry.
That's America.
I make exotics and loot all the time. I really like loot in the game. Like, did you know that there's only like 3 weapons in Destiny 2 that are the high impact auto rifle type. 2 of them are Haka auto rifles, and then one of them is exotic, which is Cerberus +1. There are no other auto rifles that are that high impact. I think the only one that's sort of close is Suros Regime. So that's still only 4. Like, they don't make any high impacts for the auto rifles. They're crunchy. I got a full Dan.
Wait, did you say a full Dan?
So, you know, there's half Dan. I got the full Dan.
You got the full Dan?
So, yeah, it's, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, does everybody else know what this is?
Nope.
Okay,
Not
so
a clue.
half Dan.
Oh, this goes back to D1. This is awesome.
Well, it was, the model for it was the Zeriana D, but, they brought it back as the half Dan D, and then, eventually, so for the longest time, I had the D1, the D2 vanilla roll, from, like, you know, the basic one that just had, like, Outlaw on it. You know, that was before the random rolls from Forsaken and all that. And I had kept trying to hunt from the gunsmith, like a Forsaken version of it, so that it would have more than one main perk on it. Eventually, though, I got it. I got the full Dan, which I'm trying to pull up my Destiny item manager right now, but it's pretty sure it's Outlaw and like Rampage or something. And I made a post on Reddit. Eventually, it got removed, which was funny because it stayed up on the front page for like at least the whole day. But it's so good. It's so crispy too.
Reddit, though, really.
Yeah.
Wait,
They have a rule specifically about posting about loot drops.
Of course they have a rule.
It's like they don't see it as like really content because it's like, oh, you're just bragging about your loot, and they have a loot post mega thread that comes up during the week, but I somehow got past it for at least the whole day, and then it got removed in the night.
So I'm not.
Fuck me.
I'm not allowed to
Like,
throw.
I was with you, then you went back to Reddit and it fucked me up again.
I'm sorry.
I'm not allowed to throw shade at Reddit, but he's allowed to shit all over him. Got it.
No, we've covered it. Now you can throw shade at them. Go.
I'm good now.
Take the leash off. Go.
No.
I release you.
No,
And I release you.
now we got to know what you're munching on.
Oh, I'm having chips. That's why I keep moving my mic away.
Yeah, you must be a really considerate person to raid with.
Oh my god, you have.
Oh shit!
Here, you go through the door first.
Hold on, wait. You have no idea. My friends are making fun of me because they're like, we were playing Atlas. We started playing Atlas, and they were like, "All right, Kara, go collect some fiber." And I'm like, "Oh, here's a monkey."
What?
I have no idea what the fuck any of that means.
I don't care. I'm gonna clip it anyway.
What do you mean, monkey?
I'm just really weird. It's fine, guys.
It's a Texas thing, I'm assuming.
No, it's a Kara thing.
Texas!
Mm-hmm.
God bless Texas. New.
That was a country song. Shh.
Yeah, it's a whole story I'm not telling about this song. This is fine.
Oh
God. Well,
We've gotten off track.
I don't even know were we ever on. This is fine. This is
That's
the
true.
show. Yeah, this is Unfiltered, man.
That is basically
the
the
track.
Yeah, that's basically the tagline.
It's more or less our format. There is no track.
So did we do
Talk about all the different bullshit.
Twitter questions this week?
No.
Did we even ask for them?
No.
I mean, do people know to ask, or should we wait and see?
No.
I mean, if you're in the chat and you have questions, do it.
Yeah, feel free to ask.
Fuck it, bring it on.
Yeah, Boop Cannon already brought us a couple.
Oh fuck, I missed all that.
Oh,
No,
we
you
asked
asked
one.
what I was reading.
And then he responded to the laughing my ass off at the box wine and called you a $2 Chuck.
No, he called the wine $2 Chuck.
Yes. This is
I
accurate.
I will believe that he called you a $2.
I mean, as long as you're fucked up, I don't care how much you paid.
Woo! No,
Yeah.
oh Speaking of all right, where's my dog?
That made me a legend in college. I would walk into the door like a little party, and I'd have like 2 boxes of wine, like one in each hand, be like, "Let's go!" Ah.
Can
Yeah,
I just say in college, like wine is just too much. Too much.
well, that's why we had
beer.
the box wine. It's like $8 for a gallon. Perfect. It's not dangerous at all.
I'm actually on my college break right now, and I go back in like August.
Where are you at in your college career?
Next semester will be my second year. I just got through my like first year. I
See,
go to
You're still a kid.
my. I'm
Yes.
19.
Oh. That hurt.
So we're gonna give you a list of things to not do.
There's already a
And you
lot
should-
of stuff I don't do.
Good. You should continue not to do these. But you should follow the list and do not deviate, no matter what somebody tells you.
Hi, beautiful.
And it will hurt. I'm just letting you know. This,
You want to come
whatever they say, it is actually going to hurt. Leave it at that.
So, Kara, I believe you said you were from Texas. Benny, where are you from?
Michigan.
The reason why he hasn't done anything is because he's from Michigan. There's literally nothing to do there.
In my town, there's literally nothing to do. Well, it's technically a city, but I see it more as a town. It's really small, but you know, it's really close to Detroit. Though it's like 30 minutes, and I'd be in Detroit. You know.
If you lived in Detroit at 19, you would be one of the elders. So, I mean, there's that. Rough fucking city. I don't care who you are. Fucking at me, motherfuckers.
You're trying
Detroit
to get
is-
back up, man.
Detroit is so rough. Like in New York, you got like, Washington Heights, Jamaica. You got like Philly, there's East Philly, South Philly, Boston, Southie. Detroit, there's no fucking parts of Detroit. It's all Detroit.
There's no nice part
No,
of town
there's
in
Bluefield
Detroit.
Hills. I know this because that's where my grandparents live.
She picked out the one street.
You
No,
are
it's a
right.
Bluefield Hills
Detroit is
area.
pretty big. The problem is, like, there's the main city of Detroit, but then there's also the outskirts of Detroit, which was like the housing. But it was like back in the 80s or 90s, the person who ran Detroit, I forget what my mom told me, but he like embezzled a lot of money, did a bunch of illegal stuff, and there was also like the crash in the economy. And also they changed something about people who worked there. They didn't have to live in Detroit anymore. So a lot of them moved out, and then they drive to Detroit to work. So it ended up really crashing like the environment there. So it made them lose a lot of money. It made a lot of people who didn't want to live there, just move away. And then like it started creating this culture that it was dangerous, like Chicago and other like big cities. And it's getting better because they have like they're one of the people who runs like a capital like company or like a card company, like credit cards. I think he's been buying buildings in Detroit.
That would
And
be the owner of our illustrious Cavaliers here, Dan Schneider and Quicken Loans.
Yeah, him. He's making sure that people actually live in Detroit now. When he buys a building there and people work there, I think he made it so people gotta live in the area now, and it's kind of helping boost it back up.
So the most popular thing to come out of Detroit is a TV show about a pawn shop.
Pawn Stars.
No.
No, there's
No,
another one.
that's
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
So over in
No, Ryan's on Pawn Stars. I mean,
yeah.
that's Vegas.
Oh, that's
The
Vegas.
whole time you were talking, I've been giggling and stuff because you said Detroit's getting better, and in the back of my mind, it's been giggling because I'm sitting here going, well, I mean, so is Lebanon.
So's Iraq, motherfuckers.
Oh,
It's all relative. Armenia's, nice this time of year. I mean, fuck. Going to hell for that joke.
Over in the chat, some I can't.
Oh, yeah.
It says, Ben, can you talk about the puffer fish?
Izbisky.
Yeah, I don't want to try to pronounce it. We'll just.
Alright,
Oh, wait a
did.
minute.
Alright, did.
I know Is. He's one of my mods in my Discord
Was ist der
server.
Pufferfish? You will tell us.
Oh, he's talking about I think he's talking about the shotgun that I made. It was an exotic concept.
Oh.
That it was an idea that he had. It's a Vice exotic shotgun, and I made it look like a pufferfish, so it had like yellow and it had the points on the top of it along like the main part of the barrel. But before that, I also made a legendary Vice shotgun model too. So I made the legendary one, and then I made the exotic out of the legendary one. I think that's why you wanted to bring it up.
I want to see a shotgun that shoots puffer fish.
I'm Southern. When you said you built a shotgun, I was like, dude, in real life?
No.
Fuck.
He went down to the streets in Detroit and asked somebody to build it, and they did.
I mean, that's not really hard to do in Detroit. The you brought up the Vice weapons. I wish they would do more with those because
They haven't updated them.
They've only done a few, and I really liked them. But it's like that's a whole. It looks different than a fucking reskin, auto rifle for the 900th time.
Yeah, it's like their whole idea is poisonous and venomous creatures. Like all the names of their weapons are actually lethal creatures. That's why he wanted me to make the pufferfish too.
Yeah, like why can't I get like a LMG made by Vice called like the Komodo Dragon or something, whatever. They could be venomous. I don't do zoology. This is fine.
Yeah, like Suros is elegance. Haka is about military grade quality. Amalan is technologically advanced gear. Vice is it's poisonous creatures. And supposedly they're supposed to have an AI on the weapons that's supposed to be based on the creature, but they don't like explore that at all in game at all. And then Tex Mechanica, they're like Western gear.
You mean Destiny had a plot point that they left dangling in the wind and never closed it out? I'm fucking shocked.
It's on the exotic grenade launcher for Vice. I remember someone told me about it in my Discord. It's like, oh hey, yeah, it has an AI or something that's supposed to be based off what it is.
An idea they never followed up with.
Oh, Komodo dragons are in fact venomous. Ha ha! Fuck everyone.
I like the statement before that says it fires bouncy balls.
It fires spiked like grenades that poison people, and like when you get the other perk, it fires off 2 more that bounce. That's what the pufferfish is supposed to do. The exotic concept.
Well, yeah. Being that we got on with guns again.
Sorry.
That's the thing with me. Has anybody found anything they're excited about, or are you interested in finding something?
Like in
is
the game?
In game. Like, is there new gear? Is there some menagerie weapons you're looking for?
Like
is there something you?
I just like the menagerie.
What are you coveting in game? I think is the question you're asking.
Yes. Is there anything you covet?
Every of the menagerie pieces is what I'm coveting. I want to unlock my, unlock all of my stuff, and then play menagerie, and then go in, play strikes and crucible, get runes, and then play some more menagerie, and.
Sorry, I read a question in the chat. I was all excited about this Austringer hand cannon.
Oh, it's AS Luna. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was why. And I just never got the runes to be able to build one.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a fit of insomnia last night. I was up at like 3 a.m. and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going in. So like I played a comp match and then got one. Like, well, shit, let me go. I'll win it. Let's go. So I went to Menagerie and went through it. I got the worst possible fucking combination of that gun you could get. I got like Demolitionist and Subsistence on a hand cannon.
God.
I'm like,
What even are those?
What are
those
I
are.
I'll explain it. It's something you don't want on
No, I know.
a fucking
That's what I
hand
mean.
cannon. Oh my god.
They are the words that you see when you go, "Do I want to infuse this?" Yes.
I need
Oh no, I
demolition
sharded it
this
for
work.
the shader, bro. I'm like, I want the shader.
What shader did you get?
That whatever the dark guilt one.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
the
remember.
purple and black one.
That thing, which
Oh my-
actually looks boss as fuck. But I got like 4 beloveds, and I finally got one that had snapshot on it, and lo and behold, it has the same scope as D1. I can snipe again, more or less. It's like, oh, my body remembers this. Excellent.
I'm gonna try to get the warlock armor. I do want to really get the Iron Banner chest piece, just so I can do like a white and gold, you know? Because like there is some gear that they brought back and updated that would fit with it. So I think it'll be fun. I just gotta get a good roll though. I gotta get a resilience roll.
Are any of you going to attempt Iron Banner this week?
I'll try it out. I want to get
I'm
that new
I
armor
ain't
from the
going
quest.
I'm like 7'10".
Is it?
I'm maxed at 730, and I'm not going in there. I'm like, no thank you.
Okay.
Is
Even
it
with
still
the murder
sniper? Is it still sniper perches everywhere?
Oh,
Yeah, but there's a lot of really bad snipers, bro. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I haven't seen as many snipers now,
Fine.
but like because it's past the first 2 weeks pretty much now,
Okay.
and I think a lot of people who are going to get the revoker have gotten the revoker, but I'm just gonna roll with what I usually roll. I have the Camille's dagger with a good roll. It's opening shot and outlaw. I really love it. It's like my best PvP hand cannon.
Lord of Wolves in the chat, yes. Also, I will give a free Twitch Prime sub to anyone who changes their Twitch ID to Lord of Wolves. You won't. You're fucking scared.
No, I won't.
Well, no, like up until the end of D1, I had a hand cannon and I had a sniper. To the last day, if I was playing PvP. So I mean, like I'm very comfortable in it right now.
Somebody is asking if you can talk about Peregrine Greaves Act 2.
Well, okay, so that's why I haven't gotten a whole lot of menagerie stuff done, to be perfectly honest. Because I've been running around and kicking shit in the face for a week. So
How much more damage does it do than the D1 version? Does it do a lot more?
You can pretty much wipe a yellow bar or anything.
What?
How much more damage could it do than literally knocking somebody's teeth out of their asshole?
Fair.
It Thanos snaps them. They're just dust.
You can basically, if somebody's in their super, which it took a really, like I did a couple shots in private matches just because I wanted them to look nice, because waiting to do them in game, I probably wouldn't have done the video until next month. So I got some friends to do private match with me, but and of course, as soon as I recorded it, I went play organically and got all the shots I needed that I wasted an hour getting with my friends, but this is fine. But like, you'll just kill anyone in their super. It doesn't matter what their super is. Spectral blades, if you can make contact with them, they die. So you just have to close the distance down to 0, which is not always easy. But like envoys, one shot dead. The only thing boss damage, not so much. I wouldn't recommend it. But like anything else, like if you're in Menagerie and you have to kill like the witches and what's the two, the Mockery and the other one. The other one, you have to run around and catch all the souls and put it into the I can't remember what they're called. The pylons. You run through all the little green pylons, and then you get 3 of them, and you dunk the energy into the thing in Menagerie to get the ogre to come out.
I know what you're talking about, the speed boost one.
Yeah, so if with the wizards come out, you can just drop a wizard and like your team can deal with anything else that's on the board. It's like I got the wizard, clink, and they're gone.
Do the Greaves work with the super as well? Like if you're in the air, do they activate like when you bash, or do they only work when you actually have the shoulder charge?
And you have to be in the air. It doesn't work any other way. So you have to be in a full shoulder charge and airborne, which sounds really easy. It doesn't know. Hit detection is not what it was in D1. I'm just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I've completely flown over the top of people's heads. Like, oh shit. So, but Ryan, what have you accomplished, if anything? Go.
Nothing. I've just been playing Menagerie. Have not accomplished a fucking thing.
Did you accomplish anything in there? How are you guys getting Imperials? Can someone please explain this to me?
I mean, the chest
broke
is
'em.
like resetting. How, you know how they say the chest resets before like Monday or whatever. Like it resets on like Sunday, so you can go through those chests and get like 2,000 like Imperial.
Oh yeah, no, I get that, but has anybody else figured out how to get them outside
Regularly?
of the glitch they're going to patch? Because it seems like I get none outside of completing a triumph.
I think you need to get power and efficiency too, because that's the one that gives you 500 sometimes from a match in like PvP, Gambit, strikes, and stuff. I have it on, but I haven't gotten any yet. But you're supposed to get like 500, but it only drops sort of frequently. Like I think one every like maybe 10 matches or something.
Condish, please help. Make a video. Thank you. Well, Ryan, questions go.
I'm pretty much good. Sorry. What do you want me to tell you? I blew my load at the beginning.
Oh my lord.
I mean, you had 90 minutes. You should have recovered by now.
I'm old, so it's more like
Giggity,
it's more like
motherfucker.
it's more like a week and a half at my age.
Oh my god.
How old are you guys?
I'm 30.
I'm 19.
I have a son older than you.
Wait, which are you?
The 19-year-old, not the 30-year-old.
Oh.
I ain't that fucking old. God.
Yeah, child when you were 10.
Well, there was that one time at camp. Who knows?
He was a poor boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Well, does anybody have I'll be seeing Kara at
Oh yeah,
Guardian Con?
This was a conversation.
Oh,
We
we
were
were at Guardian Con.
We were having this conversation before the podcast went live, but not on the air. So Kara is going. Benny, you're not.
I can't. I don't have like a ticket or anything.
Okay. So have you guys been before?
I've
No.
Pack deodorant.
Yes.
For real.
Do that for any day.
No, I mean lots and lot. Like, your box wine, like that much deodorant.
Just like pour
Yes.
some deodorant
Yes.
on me.
Wow, she's singing stripper tunes. Got it.
Or you could just like bring like a large amount of like wet wipes and put them in a knapsack, and you can just take like a French bath in the restroom of the convention center. More importantly, you could hand out deodorant to people who need it, because you do have what I like to call the convention funk. That is a thing and there's a lot of hugging involved too. So I mean, not everyone is.
More important.
Florida's hot. I'm just saying, it ain't their fault.
For me, more important than deodorant is airborne, emergency, and all of that other stuff, and like antibacterial, because I get the flu after con. I don't know what it is, but I get sick every single time.
I think everyone gets sick. It's just like there's so many people from everywhere. You're bound to get something that you haven't encountered before.
Yeah, exactly. So I try to avoid. getting.
I mean, doesn't really happen to me, but I'm more or less, my blood's 60% alcohol by the end of it, so good luck.
She'll have box wine with her, so you guys should hook up.
It's like I don't have any viruses, but I'm in partial liver failure, so I mean,
He will be ducking out for dialysis a couple times throughout the show.
I'm packing IVs, bro. It'll be fine. I just got saline in the backpack. Tell them I'm diabetic or something. I'll come up with some kind of lie. It'll be fine.
So.
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure that across from my work, there's like an IV bar. At least that's what it looks like. It reads IV bar.
I had one down the road from my house in Tampa, back in my younger, more foolish days.
Wait, are you meaning like they actually like stick you in the arm and you like?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, you've never.
You go in and you get like a banana bag or something like that to help with hangovers or.
All right, who doesn't know what this is? Show of hands.
What?
Not really.
An IV bar.
All right. Only us really true alcoholics know about this thing.
He's only 19, so.
I'm never planning to drink either. Like, there's been a lot of issues with people in my family.
Yeah, agreed. Stick with it.
Stick with that.
Start.
Don't even start. Don't even taste it. Just put shit. Yeah, nope, I'm good. Okay, so and they opened well here in Tampa. I don't know, about 12 years ago, and it was right in the heart of where all the really like big clubs and bars were, nightclubs and bars. Like it was next door to a Irish bar where every Friday they had all you can drink for 3 hours for $20. This kind of environment. So
Right.
and it's a very, very South Tampa's very small as a community. Like there's a lot of people there, but geographically speaking, it's not. So basically, you would wake up on like Saturday morning and be really, really hungover. So you would drive to the IV bar and be like, "So, how you feeling today?" And they BS with you for a while. It's like, okay, so we're going to give you a saline drip that's enriched with vitamin E, and we're going to get you some zinc, and we're going to clear you up. So you'd sit there for like an hour with this IV pouring into your arm, but your hangover would go away within like 2 hours because you're just like super hydrated. It's like, I did it once just to be able to tell this story, but I had friends that went like 2 or 3 times a week. It was like $50.
They had the
That's
VIP
what I ever
card.
spent. It's like when you go like to the smoothie shop and you have a little punch card. And so
Buy
after 10 IVs, you get 1 IV free.
Are you
So if they could set up one of those in the conference, convention center for Guardian Con, that would be dope as fuck because that's necessary.
Are they having alcohol?
Oh, there will be alcohol.
Whoa, I mean, defined they and
there will be.
Are people just gonna bring their own?
Oh hell yeah! Yes, they will find ways to smuggle it in, but there will be alcohol. I am sure all around the outside of the convention center, on food trucks, on pop-up bars, on whatever they can figure out to stick out there. There will be alcohol out there.
In Go-Go Squeeze applesauce container.
I don't know what the hub is. Tell me about the hub. This is in chat, sorry. Type that in while we converse, because I need to know what the hub is. Oh, you're talking about the hub in Tampa? No. Fuck you, evil man. No, he's not ready for that.
I've heard a lot of dark
you can't
stuff,
just
but
throw
I
an
don't.
Australian into the hub. He's that just cult. That's like, no.
Do they serve Fosters?
No, the hub is a really old and really dingy shit bar in downtown Tampa, which you've seen downtown Tampa. There's not a whole lot there.
Been to the hub.
Yeah, the only thing they're famous for is they pour like really, really strong drinks. And there's an occasional knife fight.
Huh.
Oh.
Sounds like Detroit.
Or frequent knife fight.
Right. We've gone full circle, chat.
We've gone full circle.
We
All right,
completed the
so
cycle.
either one of you have any projects, anything coming up in the future, shit you're doing on the intranets?
I'm at some point would like to redo the Where Is Their website, just to be a bit more like not
Current?
not WordPressy. So, but that's
Are you, I didn't even ask this. Are either one of you streaming? Like,
No, I don't
honestly don't.
stream. I mean, I have the capabilities to do it, but like, not really a streaming like person.
I do wear Zer so I do like Zer watch every Friday, but that's about it.
Right. This is fine. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. So, well, if well, I mean, we more or less kind of covered this. If for any reason people wanted to find you on the
Twitter.
interwebs, all the Twitter,
But Twitter.
tell your long ass Twitter tag. Go.
You can find me on any social media or anything at XOXO KaraLee, which is my. I'm gonna in chat and say XOXO KaraLee.
Type this thing.
Social medias.
Bueno. Benny.
Oh, well, I mean, so on like DeviantArt, my account's like Destiny Warlock, but basically, if you type in my name, Benjamin Ratterman, you'll find me on like pretty much all of like the art sites. You'll find me on Twitter and stuff. I'm on Reddit. It's like NFS Gaming. I used to play a lot of Need for Speed, so that's why it's like that's my name. But I do a lot of Destiny stuff here and there. But I'm also kind of like planning to do some stuff. You know, I'm an artist, planning on doing some art. Like I'm working on through a commission like right now. Well, like not right now, but like I just started talking with a person, so that's gonna be fun. Possibly wanting to start a comic during later in the summer. I just gotta get it all like done, which is the hardest part.
And if you're ever in Detroit, he'll be in the house with the lights on.
Hi there, neighbor.
Ryan, plug yourself.
I'm here, that's it.
Go. Pretty much. If you want to find me, I'm here. Every night in a well-lit room, apparently. We'll have a green screen hopefully next week. This will balance out. I can put some shit. It'll be fly as fuck.
So you can take a picture of your background and then superimpose yourself on the green
I'm gonna
screen.
put a background of myself on myself.
Exactly.
He's gonna wear all green and just put the Man-at-Arms symbol up behind him.
Or just put like two cameras facing to where it's just infinite me's ever shrinking into the background.
He's just like me.
That's a little narcissistic, but that's fine. If you need to find me, I'm here. If you also want to find me anywhere else, I'm on Twitter. I actually make YouTube videos. I will have one done next week.
Woo! And you're gonna post
I've
it
committed
on...
to this.
Where will it premiere?
On DestinyCreations.
Hey!
Ooh.
I mean, I assume you're gonna premiere it on YouTube, but also make sure to cross.
I mean, I have to hit go before it can go anywhere else. I mean, you have to. That's inescapable.
Once you post it and share it with the world, please also share it with DestinyCreations. We would totally appreciate it.
People would know. People will know because I've started my own propaganda campaign.
Hell yeah!
That's about how often I make a video. It's like a fucking feature-length film at this point.
Generally speaking, you put it over at DDU. Is that where you're going to put this one also first?
I gotta talk to Log because, yeah, he'll probably go for it. So fuck it, we'll find out. I have to finish the fucking thing first.
Hey,
so.
if you ever need a female vocalist, just kidding.
Oh, I have a Fighting Lion video I have to send to you. I have a script.
Okay.
We're gonna piss people off. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus, I've heard this story on this one.
I've had this script for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking. Not even fucking joking. It's just been sitting there, lying and waiting for its moment.
Waiting for the perfect person.
Or someone just willing to destroy themselves socially on the internet. It's fine as well. Whatever, you have nothing to lose.
Also a very large alcohol purchase previous to recording.
Okay, listen. You know that little girl standing in front of the burning house? That's
Yeah.
My sister? Oh, no, it's not. But anyway, okay, so announcements. Let's see. Next week, we have Green Eyed and Music Lover coming in hot.
Yeah,
That'll be a whiskey-infused episode. That's because, that's the only way we're going to be able to get through it. We have to avoid the lore hole. The week before Guardian Con, we're still kind of up in the air. So I got to solidify that this week. That way we know what's coming in. But we still have no sponsors. If you want to do that, feel free. We'll take your money.
Audible, hit them up, man.
Oh, Audible's not going to be the ones that sponsor us.
I've been reading this book. It's really funny. Not really.
Did you watch the
I don't want to finish the joke. I was gonna finish it with a name, but it's no, I can't. It's just against my nature.
Did you
Benny a weird dude, but this is fine.
Did you watch the opening video for the show?
I did.
Did you read the list of desired endorsements?
No, I didn't.
No,
I
those
think
are
it's
not
rated.
desired. Strictly whimsical.
So,
But Ryan, anything else?
no, I think though, just for fun, we'll put the opening video at the end of this podcast also.
Hey!
So,
I'm gonna do a raid. We're gonna raid.
oh,
Yeah,
we're
let's
gonna raid. Who's
Who are
on?
we
We're gonna raid. Fuck all that. We're gonna raid Young Khan.
Con!
We're gonna conquer.
Con!
So if you're gonna hang out in the chat with
Wait,
us,
what-
jump
what
on
did
into
you
Young
say?
Khan stream
Okay, yeah, okay.
and do the things. But until next week, I love your face. Say good night, Ryan.
Good night,
Thank you
Ryan.
guys for having us on.
We love
Yeah.
you.
We love you, bye!
Bye.